Ebonyi governor buys SUVs for all doctors in General Hospital. The governor of Ebonyi State, Governor Francis Nwifuru, has bought SUVs for all medical doctors in Ebonyi General Hospitals. According to his special assistant on new media, Leo Ekeneo Keta, the governor's move was in a bid to ensure the doctors at work seamlessly and respond to duty calls. Okeya added, "This in no small measure will give them good confidence and assurance of their welfare having been employed by the state government. It is meant as well to ensure that they do not convert the hospital ambulances to their private cars. All the SUVs have been paid for and all of them delivered." Talking of ambulances, pictures 5 and 6 shows some of the ambulances procured by the Ebonyi state government for the general hospitals. 52 were paid for, but 20 have arrived. The rest will be delivered soon. The governor intends to have 2 ambulances for each general hospital in Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State is on the rise, and our chief servant is leaving no stone unturned in that regards. The Ebonyi State government has approved 10,000 naira as addition to its workers' salary as part of efforts to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy removal. Mr. Chikadibia Opo, the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, announced the approval to newsmen after the Executive Council meeting in Abakaliki. The issue of workers' salaries was raised and deliberated by ESCOs. The sum of 10,000 naira will be added to every worker's salary in the state to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal, he said. The Supreme Court has affirmed Governor Francis Nwifuru APC under the APC party as duly elected and returned as governor of Ebonyi State in the 18th March governorship polls. The Tribunal and Appeal Court had earlier dismissed the petitions and affirmed INEC's declaration of the All Progressive Congress candidate. Justice Tijani Abubakar, the Justice of the Supreme Court who read the lead judgment, held that the appeal filed by Chukwuma Odi of the People's Democratic Party is unmeritorious. The court noted that a petition alleging non-qualification must be brought on the grounds of Section 177 of the Constitution. When a candidate is sponsored by his party, he is qualified to contest an election. The Supreme Court also affirmed Governor Francis Nwifuru as duly elected and returned as governor of Ebonyi State in the 18th March governorship election. The Tribunal and Appeal Court had earlier dismissed the petition and affirmed INEC's declaration of the All Progressive Congress candidate. Meanwhile, a federal high court in Abuja on Monday ordered Mr. Suleiman Dabo, the immediate past member of Kaduna State House of Assembly representing Zaria constituency, to be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center pending ruling in his bail plea. Justice James Omotosho gave the order following Dabo's arraignment by the police on a 7-count charge bordering on alleged fraud to the tune of 30 million naira. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that Dabo was arraigned alongside his company, Oman International Venture Limited, in charge marked as charge number FHC ABJ CR 363221 as first and second defendants. In count 1, the ex-lawmaker and his company, sometime in October, and November 2017 were alleged to have conspired to obtain the sum of 30 million naira by false pretense from Mrs. Folashade Mojeloluwa. In count 2, Dabo and the company, sometime in October and November 2017, were alleged to have defrauded Mrs. Folashade of the sum of 30 million naira through a GTB bank account number 0172410075 with account name Oman International Venture Limited. It also alleged that the defendants had, on the presence of selling a scrap vessel ship known as Adnan 101, committed the act when you presented yourself to Mrs. Folashade as the bona fide owner of the scrap ship. In count 3, they were alleged to have coverted the 30 million naira to themselves, the property derived directly from the proceeds of theft, to conceal or disguise the illicit origin of the money. The offences were said to be contrary to Section 8 and punishable under Section 1, Sub 3 of the Advanced Fee Fraud and Other Related Offences Act and Section 15, Sub 1 of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act, LFN 2011, amongst others. However, they both pleaded not guilty to the 7 counts. The police counsel, in person of Matthew Omosun, prayed the court to order his remand in view of his non-guilty plea, but A.S. Egene, who represented Dabo in court, opposed Omosun's application. Egene said there was a pending bail application dated November 3, 2021, though another one dated November 3, 2023 was also before the court. He sought to withdraw the November 3, 2023 process, and it was struck out. The lawyer, who said a brother judge handling the case before admitted Dabo to bail, urged the court to grant their prayers in the same bail terms. Omosun objected to the application, saying a counter affidavit dated September 8, 2022 was filed in that respect. Justice Omotosho then observed from the court file that the ex-lawmaker was absent in court in about 8 times since the matter was reassigned to him. Egene pleaded with the court to temper justice with mercy. As a lawmaker, you should know that the temple of justice must be respected, the judge responded. In a short ruling, Justice Omotosho held that in view of the fact that the defendant had been absent in the past proceedings for about 8 times, the court would adjourn to consider and study the case files judiciously and judicially to arrive at each ruling. He consequently fixed February 5th for ruling on the bail application.